Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're embarking on an actual treasure hunt, literally. We're going to uncover hidden financial assets across the great state of Wisconsin, mapping out exactly how you can track down funds that rightfully belong to you or your family. Because get this, did you know that millions of dollars in unclaimed insurance funds are just waiting to be discovered in Wisconsin, and some of it might be yours? Stay with us to learn how to claim your share. We usually think of lost money as, a few coins wedged in the couch cushions, but we're talking about massive amounts of insurance payouts and financial assets that go completely uncollected every single year. Here is our treasure map for today's explainer. We'll start with what unclaimed insurance actually is, look at Wisconsin's legal framework, cover how to search and claim your money, and wrap up with how to avoid scams and your next steps. All right, Section 1. What is unclaimed insurance? Let's decode what these hidden assets actually are. So, like we said, we aren't just talking about lost pocket change here. We're talking about significant assets. Think uncashed health insurance reimbursements, forgotten property insurance claim checks, or even massive life insurance payouts left behind by loved ones. Unclaimed property basically happens when there's zero owner activity on an account for a certain period of time, and the holder, like a bank or an insurer, simply can't reach the owner. And honestly, this happens for the most common reasons. People move and forget to update their address, paperwork just gets lost in the shuffle, or beneficiaries literally have no idea a policy even exists after a loved one passes away.
To prove this is actually worth your time, just look at this number. In its very first year of operation, a national life insurance policy locator tool found a staggering $92.5 million in lost policies for over 8,000 beneficiaries. Put that into perspective for a second. Think about the real-life impact of that. We're talking about families discovering a $50,000 policy an estranged parent left behind, suddenly allowing them to pay off crushing debt or send a kid to college. This is life-changing money finding its way back home, proving that tracking down these funds is absolutely crucial.
Moving right along to Section 2, Wisconsin's legal framework.
So where does this money actually go when the insurance company can't find you? Well, by law, they have to hand it over to the state. The Wisconsin Office of the Commissioner of Insurance strictly regulates these companies to ensure they report and transfer these assets properly. Once they make that transfer, the Wisconsin Department of Revenue steps in as the permanent legal custodian for all of these abandoned funds. And here's the best part. Unlike some states where your money might eventually just disappear into a general fund, Wisconsin holds your unclaimed property indefinitely. You heard that right. There's absolutely no time limit for you or your heirs to stake a claim. It's yours forever until you grab it.
The crucial thing to understand here is the statutory dormancy timeline. Basically, a dormancy period is just the specific amount of time an asset has to sit inactive before it's officially considered abandoned. For example, casualty insurance takes about 5 years of inactivity. But check out life insurance and annuities. Insurers have to turn those funds over to the state just 2 years after learning of an insured person's passing. In fact, Wisconsin law actually requires life insurers to actively check their records against the Social Security Administration's death master file every 6 months. If they find a match, they have to try and find the beneficiaries. If they can't track them down, after 2 years, that money goes straight to the Department of Revenue for safekeeping. Okay, Section 3, How to Search. Let's get to the good stuff.
You'll want to follow a sort of hierarchy of searching, starting with physical documents at home before graduating to state and national digital databases. Let's break down exactly how to execute this search as effectively as possible. Before you even turn to the government, doing a quick localized search through personal records can often intercept millions in uncollected benefits before they ever reach the state. It's like a giant puzzle. First, check a deceased loved one's mail for premium notices. Those usually arrive annually. Comb through their tax returns from the last couple of years, looking for any interest income paid by life insurance companies. And don't overlook offline methods. Ask their trusted financial advisors, accountants, or even former employers and trade unions about group policies. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Call their auto or home insurance company. People love to bundle policies, so their auto insurer might just hold the key to a missing life insurance policy.
Now, if your loved one's paperwork is completely lost to time, this free digital tool is incredibly powerful. The NAIC Locator Service essentially submits a request to participating life insurance companies nationwide to check their records for you. You'll just need the deceased Social Security number, legal name, and their dates of birth and death.
Oh, and when you're searching these online databases, it is highly recommended to try different variations of search terms. I'm talking previous addresses, maiden names, the whole shebang, because sometimes records are just filed under older, outdated information.
On to Section 4, claiming your money. So what happens when you actually find something?
If your money has already made its way to the state, the Wisconsin Department of Revenue is going to require a few specific digital documents to verify your identity, to protect against fraud. You'll need a government ID, your social security number, and proof of your current address. Crucially, if you are claiming a policy that's linked to an old address, you need to prove you actually live there, something like an old utility bill or a past tax return. If you're claiming on behalf of a deceased relative, you'll need a death certificate, and if the estate is still open, a domiciliary letter from the court proving you're the authorized representative. And it's super easy. You can just take clear pictures of these documents with your smartphone and upload them directly to the state's secure portal.
Now here is an amazing twist of bureaucracy actually working for you. If the state matches your Wisconsin tax records to unclaimed property under $2,000, they proactively mail you a check without you even filing a claim. No way, right? You just open your mail one day and boom, a notice of claim refund check. If the value is over $2,000, or if it involves physical property from a safe deposit box, they'll mail you an action required letter telling you exactly how to claim it. And hey, once you successfully recover a large sum of unexpected money, it's usually a really smart practical step to consult a financial advisor to figure out the best way to manage those newly discovered funds. All right, Section 5, avoiding scams and pitfalls. This is super important.
Look, you have the power to do this entirely yourself, completely for free. There is absolutely no need to pay an unnecessary cut to an air finder or locator business. While these third-party businesses are technically legal in Wisconsin, state law strictly caps their fee at 10% of the property's value, and they have to provide a very specific written contract. A super common mistake people make is overlooking their own essential records and unnecessarily signing away 10% of their inheritance for a simple database search they could have just done from their couch. Always guard against phishing scams and fraudulent phone calls. Stick strictly to verified government avenues ending in .gov or the official multi-state database, missingmoney.com. Never ever pay an upfront fee to claim your own money. If someone claiming to be an insurance agent or adjuster contacts you out of the blue, you can instantly verify their license using the Wisconsin Office of the Commissioner of Insurance's lookup tool. And if you spot a bad actor trying to pull a fast one, report them immediately to the Federal Trade Commission or the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection.
Finally, Section 6, Next Steps and Disclaimer.
We highly encourage you to take that first step and start your search immediately on the Wisconsin Department of Revenue's website or missingmoney.com, because honestly, you never know what kind of financial legacy might be waiting for someone you care about. So please, share this explainer with family and friends so they can check for their names too.
As we wrap up today, please keep this required disclaimer in mind. The information provided in this explainer is for educational purposes only. Please consult with a legal or financial professional for specific advice related to your unique situation.
I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Knowing that the state of Wisconsin holds these funds indefinitely with absolutely zero expiration date, what is stopping you from taking just 5 minutes to search for your lost treasure right now? The vault is wide open, your map is drawn, so happy hunting.